All right, and we are back live with just a WWE Raw review. I also put wrestling thoughts in the title as well, just in case you wanted to, say some stuff about other wrestling companies or NXT or whatever have you. I'm your host as always, Tony, with my two co-hosts, Dave, the Bizarre One. How you doing tonight, Dave?
Doing good.
And my other co-host, Justin. How you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay, yeah, I know it's a Thursday night when we're doing this, so I apologize. I know we said we would do them on Tuesdays, but Justin's internet went out, and my computer was giving me issues as well. So Thursday fit both of our schedules, so we threw it in. At least we got to do the Raw review this week. Let's just jump right into it, where on Raw we had Sting open up. What did he say? Specifically, he called Rollins out, continuing reign as champion as mockery of his justice, to say nothing of the Architect's self-proclaimed status as a living legend. Pretty much putting him down, saying that he's not what he says he is, as he says he's better than Triple H, because he's the best world champion of all time. He called him a little boy who says he can't stack up to Triple H on his best day for a heck, and also said that he's going to take him for a heck of a ride at Night of Champions. To me, this was all a big tease for Triple H and Rollins, in my opinion. No Triple H on the show, obviously, because there was a shooting at the Development Center where a crazy fan who was already had a restraining order against him to never be on the property. Got on the property, not sure what his intentions were to do, but he started conflict with a security officer, and I guess the security officer had to shoot him. Not really sure on all the details, but anyways, pretty much Sting was saying that Rollins is not as good as Triple H, never will be. And that I'm not sure all he said, but it was basically, to me, was just teasing Rollins and Triple H in the future. Dave, what did you think of the Sting promo? It was kind of short and sweet too, straight and to the point.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool just to see actually Sting on Raw just cutting a promo on somebody, because I don't think he ever did that during the feud with Triple H, really. I can't remember if he did or not.
No, I don't believe he did.
Yeah, because it was like one of the first things that he actually came out on, cut a promo on. So I wish I would have been acting longer, just because, maybe, I don't know, it just seemed like it was a rush, but it was really fast. It seemed like it was pretty cool. I wanted to play it up more, like, I think he did say, well, this is Monday Night Raw, and I mean, there's guys there today who just cut promos like that. It's like, wow, it's really missing from today's wrestling. I mean, it's like, wow, that was a good promo. It wasn't about his promo kind of ending a line of being just coming out there and talking, or just coming out there and actually cutting a big character promo. So the promo I thought was good. Yes, I agree about the Triple H and Rollins tease. It just seemed like he was trying to get under his skin too, like playing mind game. I guess. And yeah, I mean, it was entertaining. I don't know, entertaining, but it was I thought it was good. I mean, he kept saying, you could see in his face when he said world title that he really wanted to say world heavyweight title, but it was still good.
Yeah, it's still kind of weird seeing him on in a WWE ring. Justin?
Yeah, the promo was real straight to the point, right to the point. He basically said he's no Triple H. Rollins is no Triple H. He doesn't even compare to him. Sting also said that he's won every major title in the world except for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
His sights are set on Rollins to get that done. He called him a little boy, just basically degrading Rollins, just to egg him on to get under his skin. To fight him at Night of Champions. It was a good promo from Sting, like Dave said. It was good to have him on Raw to talk for as long as he did. Because us as fans have not seen that since he debuted last year, I believe, like y'all said. So good, straight to the point promo. It did what it was needed to do, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see what happens in the next coming week, since we still have, I think, 2 or 3 more
2
weeks
weeks, yeah.
to the actual pay-per-view itself. Yeah, let's move on from there, which I think was Rusev and Ziggler next night,
Yes.
where we had a rematch from SummerSlam with the Ziggler taking on Rusev in a rematch, and in a disqualification, I believe, right?
Yes.
Where who got involved? I don't
All
remember.
right.
Yeah, Summer Rae gets involved as well, and she gets disqualification. You see another little fight between her and Lana again, and they're really playing this feud out. I think this feud's been going for quite a few months now. They're really teasing the heck out of Lana and Summer Rae eventually getting in the ring at some point. Later on the show, they show Charlotte, Summer Rae getting out of Ziggler's locker room while Ziggler was taking a shower. I think that was just playing up to hopefully a split between Ziggler and Lana, get some animosity between the two, which I don't think worked on SmackDown. It looked like Lana was going after Summer Rae again.
Yes.
Are you guys getting tired of this feud? I'll go with Justin first.
I mean, we've seen them wrestle a lot. I mean, they wrestled last year for a little bit. They're doing it again, so I mean, I guess they're kind of recycling it. But I mean, they're both of them aren't bad in the ring together. I mean, they do have a good chemistry. But I mean, as far as them, I mean, I guess I'm a little tired of it, but I can keep watching it.
Okay, and when do you think we see them face each other in a tag match? What pay-per-view?
Well, I doubt it'll be Night of Champions. And then what next is Hell in a Cell?
Yes.
So I'd say maybe then, I guess.
Okay.
And then they're on the pre-show of Night of Champions. Who knows?
Possibility. Dave, your thoughts?
I'm actually really enjoying this feud just because it's new. We haven't really seen them really. It's two guys weren't really involved in a major storyline, and I mean Ziggler coming back, new contract, and Rusev just coming back from injury, so it kind of works for both of them right now, and they're actually running segments for these guys, getting them on TV and doing stuff with them. Two young guys, the WWE guys, I think, that are really good. And Rusev is just getting better and better and better and better. Every week it seems like he's gotten better. From when he first started to right now, I mean, when he first started, no one thought he could even talk. He cut some of the funniest promos you ever hear.
Yeah.
I enjoy the feud. I think Night Champions, I think, is probably likely because even if they're basically all the champions, I think they're still going to have other matches. They're not just going to have just champion match. I think they're going to have other matches on it too. So I think they could have a match at Night of Champions.
Okay.
Like a filler between some of the title
It's
matches.
not that I'm getting tired of the feud. It's just I just want to see them get to the point with the tag match already. I don't want them to play it out for another month and then another month. I think Night of Champions would make sense. Like you said, they're not going to have every match isn't going to be a title match. Every title will be on the line. I think you got to have at least 1 or 2 regular matches on the card. And I think one of these matches will be the tag match. If not, I would assume it'd be at Hell in a Cell eventually. But it's not that I'm getting tired of it.
The tag match at Night of Champions, and then maybe Hell in the Cell with not the match, but one-on-one. Because they still got to have a one-on-one match in the match. Get a clean win, you would think. Someone does. Right.
And I mean, I'm not tired of the feud. It's just I'm tired of the no finishes, I guess.
And you get to the point already.
Yeah, you got the count out at SummerSlam, and you got the DQ here. It's just like, Can we just see a match go and not end in something stupid?
I'd rather have a count out happen at a pay-per-view than a DQ and pay-per-view.
Well, I agree with that, but I mean, it would have been nice to have had a winner on Monday, even if it wasn't a clean win. If Summer Rae distracts Ziggler or other way
I
around.
know a lot of people complained about the SummerSlam finish because it was a raw finish. They said it was, if you're gonna do that, do it on TV. Don't do it on pay-per-view.
Right. They have a point, I guess. Next we had the Beat the Clock challenge.
Yeah, Becky Lynch versus Alicia Fox. Becky Lynch won in 3 minutes 21 seconds.
Here's my thing. Alicia Fox is not very good in the ring. She had her moments, but not tonight, or not Monday night, that's for sure. She was awful. And I didn't like how the matches were so quick.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I did not like that either.
Agreed, yeah. It
And
was
then
like a payback.
Also, I didn't like that it's the same people over and over and over again. I'm not gonna whine and bitch in the crowd and chant things, but like I understand the frustration, and it would have been nice to see different divas go up against them. Maybe I'm not even sure who they could have. I mean, maybe Emma, or I don't know what the hell they're doing with Natalya right now.
Maybe she's injured. That's why she hasn't been. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think she is.
I just don't think they have anything for her quite yet, which is disappointing.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about all three matches right here, right now. I want to say some stuff. We had Becky win in what you said, 3 minutes,
21 seconds.
and then you had Charlotte win in like a minute 40.
A minute 40, yeah.
Against Nikki Bella.
So that was she fought Brie.
Brie Bella, sorry. And then Paige couldn't beat Sasha Banks in a minute 40, so she ended up. Charlotte wins. She gets the number one contender shot. I did not like how they had Sasha Banks in the match.
Yeah, I kind of
If you're gonna, why not have Paige and Sasha go first, and have them wrestle maybe a 6 or 7 minute match,
Exactly.
and then have Becky win in 5 minutes, and then you can have Charlotte win in 3 or 2 minutes, not in a minute 40. I mean, Jesus.
They're going backwards.
Yeah, it seems like. And I didn't care for Sasha being in there. She looked like a fucking jobber. She didn't get any offense in. It was all Paige beating her up, which I understand. You got to play it off to where Paige is desperate. She's trying to win really quick. But still, man, not 2 or 3 weeks ago, we saw her put on one of the best women's matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
And then now that she's off of NXT, she's stuck in no man's land, where they don't know what to do with her, and it's all because of stupid ass Vince McMahon. And I don't understand. I just hope that eventually she shines and outshines everyone, and we see maybe a Charlotte and a Sasha match somewhere down the line, because Sasha does not need to be in a group. Fine by herself.
Yeah.
I understand why they have it, but she's fine by herself. Same with the rest of these ladies, Charlotte and Becky. But I'm glad we're gonna see Charlotte versus Nikki. Nikki's gonna break the record unless they have a match before the pay-per-view. She's gonna break AJ Lee's record, and I hope Charlotte wins. What did you think of the Beat the Clock challenge?
Who?
For Dave first.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking the same thing you guys thinking, like, I mean, what the hell? So now we're back to 2, 3 minute, not even 2 minute matches, technically, because Charlotte's match only went a minute 40. And it's like we're going back to that way again. I mean, this was really the only way they really thought they could do it without getting, really booed or really get a lot of backlash from it, because they want the matches to end quick. And it was just like, man, I was wanting to see, like, okay, maybe the first match can go like 2 minutes or something like that, and then it'll be the big, and someone will win really fast with like a roll up or something. But yeah, I mean, At first, I didn't understand why isn't just PT doing it, but then I guess they explained throughout the night that they got rewarded for winning that triple threat tag match or whatever, so they got the challenge. I think it would honestly be better if you would have had them all like saying, okay, well, if Alicia Fox wins this match, then she gets the title shot, or she gets a shot at it. It's like, to make it think like the matches meant nothing, which they pretty much did mean nothing. And I mean, I'm glad Charlotte's going to go on and get the title shot. I've been saying when she comes up for a while now that she's going to end up coming, debuting, and being Nikki for the title. I don't know what it would be, but I know eventually I would figure that's what they're going to do. I mean, they're not going to push her this fast and not give her the title. And everyone's sick of Nikki right now, so it's important to have some new blood win the title. The whole Divas thing was just terrible tonight. I don't know if they did anything on SmackDown or not, but I hopefully got some more than 2-minute matches on SmackDown if they did.
Justin?
You know, when Becky Lynch, when that match came on, I was expecting it to at least go, a little bit longer than 4 or 3 minutes. I was thinking maybe 6, 7. And when they did 3 minutes, 21 seconds, I was like, okay, what the hell is this? Then the next match 140, and then Paige couldn't even beat the next match after that. So, I mean, the matches, they were okay, but they definitely could have been a lot better than they were. We've seen them do a lot better, a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whatever have you. And I don't know, me with Charlotte, I just wish that she would get away from the flair. I know that's her gimmick and that's her last name, but I wish she would just quit doing the wooing and try to find her own thing. I mean, that's just me with her. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what her dad did, and that's her name and the legacy and all that, but I just wish that Charlotte would get away from that. And
you and Dave agree are on the same boat with that.
Yeah, because I mean,
I would say that I agree with the whole thing. I was asked last Monday, Tony, I was saying, well, do you like her doing the whole Flair thing, like basically cutting the same promos as her dad did, and doing the woos, the chops, using the figure 4, but it's a different version, I guess. It's the figure 8. I mean, it's just, I get why she does it. And it's almost like the same thing with Nikki Bella, or Brie Bella. She does a lot of Daniel Bryan stuff in the ring.
Yeah.
And it's a yes chant. It gets her over. People know her, they react to her, I think, more just because she's Charlotte, she's Ric Flair's daughter. So that's why they're going. So you know who she is. I think that's more or less what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
She is. It's like, this is Ric Flair's daughter. Oh, wow, Ric Flair's daughter. So, I think that's a lot of it, why they want to do that. But I get why, people's nerves like, okay, she just cut another Flair promo. I just wonder if she wins, if they do this whole thing and Night of Champions to be Flair for gold like they did back in the day. I was like, oh, brother.
Yeah.
Anything else, Justin?
But yeah, but to finish up, her and Nikki are gonna fight, and I'm opposite. I hope Nikki wins. Just, she's gonna break the record. I want to see how far they would take her with it. Even though she has been kind of still, this last week or couple weeks, but she's really growing on me myself. So I hope Nikki wins to see how far they take it. And I don't know, she's growing on me for some reason. I don't know why, but
okay.
Charlotte's probably gonna win, but I hope Nikki retains.
What I wish would have happened, I think, would have been a cool concept before we move on to the next match. I think it would have been cool to have seen in the last match with Paige and Sasha. Sasha beat Paige in less than the clock, and then you can have Sasha try to claim to, it's my match too. I should get this title shot, and maybe you get a one-on-one match on Raw to figure out who wins or who faces her, or you get a triple threat match.
Or scrap this match altogether. Just make them have a triple threat to winner gets the title shot.
Yeah, that could work also.
I agree.
When we first heard about Beat the Clock, you're like, oh, that's cool. They never done it with the Divas before, so this should be fun. And then we were dead wrong.
Yeah, when you heard that, you're expecting, oh, this is going to be badass. Something different. We haven't seen it before. And it ended up being the same old thing.
Right.
Yeah, it was crap.
All right, next we had an IC title match on Raw where we saw Ryback take on the Big Show once again. Miz gets involved, distracts the Big Show, which then causes him to lose to Ryback. Are we going to see another triple threat match at Night of Champions?
God, I hope not.
I hope not as well. I mean, is there between the two? You can go first, Justin. Quick thoughts on the match, and what do you think they're going to do with Ryback next?
I mean, the match itself, I don't even think that was a couple minutes. He ended up being with shell shock because Miz interfered in the match. It's 2 weeks already. It's not a champion. So what I was going to say, it's already too close to do it, but to have maybe like how they're doing the tag team invitationals on NXT, they can have like Intercontinental Champion invitational. But it's too close to the pay-per-view to do that. Maybe have, I don't know, a triple threat match or a fatal four-way match on Raw or something to figure out his next opponent. But I'm definitely tired of seeing Miz and Big Show going after the title.
Agreed. Dave?
Oh, I actually enjoyed it. I thought the match was pretty good. I mean, I said it even last week on the show that, I want to see the IC title defended more on Raw and SmackDown, and just because how Cena was doing the U.S. Open Challenge. Now I think the IC title needs to be more focused on with Ryback being back and healthy. It seems. So the match was good. I'm glad we actually did, even though someone interfered, it didn't really mess up with the match that much, but it worked. And in regards to another triple threat, I don't want to see that. I don't think no one does. I don't think anyone wants to see any of these guys in the match, honestly. If he ends up facing Miz next week for the Intercontinental and beats him, why should we see these guys again? Big Show shouldn't get another title shot because he already beat him, unless they're going to go the Miz route and give him a title shot one-on-one. But I honestly would love to see Kevin Owens get their title shot and win that title, but that's another story. But, it was a good match. I enjoyed it, and we'll see what they do with this whole stuff.
We may see Kevin Owens eventually get a title shot.
Or even put it on either, I hate to say it, but either Reigns or maybe Ambrose. Something different.
Yeah. Someone different. I like Ryback, but I want to see him face new talent already. I'm tired of seeing the same one.
Yeah.
Big Show and
Miz.
Right. I agree. Ryback is not a bad wrestler. He's gotten a lot better, and he's not hurting guys or anything like that, he was claimed to be doing back in the day. And, he seems to be doing all right. It's just, do we really need to see the Miz and the Big Show face him every week? And like you said, we may even see Miz take on Ryback next week for the title. I wouldn't be shocked from that. And if he wins, why would you?
What do they have right now, really? You have Ziggler and Rusev who are feuding. You have Rollins and Cesaro who are kind of feuding right now. And then, really, it's Big Show and Miz really the only guys in the Intercontinental title picture now. And really, no one's in the U.S. title picture because it's with Rollins and Cena right now. And so, really, that's all you really have is, Big Show and Miz are your basic Intercontinental title contenders, unless you throw Rusev and Ziggler and Cesaro and Owens in the mix with that title somehow. That's really the only thing he's got right now.
You want to get Kevin Owens involved, have Ryback win, and then Kevin Owens comes out and beats him down.
Yeah.
That would be the great way to start.
Or they can go opposite and then put it on someone we didn't even see on Raw, which was Orton. We didn't say Orton or Sheamus on Raw this Monday, but they can, he's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Orton would definitely bring more prestige to the belt, kind of like what Cena did with the U.S. title. But who knows? Yeah, like we said, Orton or Sheamus was on Raw.
Which is weird.
This past Monday. So, yeah, let's move on.
SmackDown.
I'm not sure.
Sheamus fought Cesaro on SmackDown today.
Oh, okay. Next, speaking of Cesaro, we had Kevin Owens take on Cesaro, and the best match of the night, obviously. It was a good match. Kevin Owens wins again. So it seems like Owens is back on the winning ways.
All time.
Do we see these guys go at it again at Night of Champions? You know how they are with Kevin Owens, kind of stuck in a hard place with him right now. I think putting him in a title picture or a feud would be great. Not so much the U.S. title, but maybe, like you said, the IC title would be nice. Speaking of also Owens, he will be facing Jericho on the upcoming special in October.
That's good.
That should be a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that match. Dave, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought this match was really good. I mean, I actually went back and watched it again, and I really enjoyed. I mean, this. I'm not saying this match was better than the match in SummerSlam, but man, this match was damn close because just the stuff they did and the showing by Cesaro was great when he. Cause some people thought he might actually get injured, but yeah, you can tell he actually hit it with his hand or his arm, but the table. But I mean,
right.
The match was great. I mean, nothing really. Yeah, there's another match that counts as obviously. But I mean, it's like we get that sometimes with these Raw episodes where you get one good match out of a 3-hour show, and it'll be like sometimes it'll be like the 10 o'clock hour or something like that, or 9 o'clock hour for you guys. But I mean, yeah, you'll get that one good match. And this match, they got time, and they came out there and had a good match. They had plenty of time. The freaking Divas or women didn't wrestle, but 5 minutes. I mean, it worked. It was good. It was fun. Well, yeah, I guess I'd love to see Cesaro get an IC title shot. I think that'd fit perfect right now for his gimmick. I think having him in the team, but you got so many guys right now who deserve opportunities and stuff. I mean, you guess Cesaro would be another guy who deserves the IC title too. I mean, facing a United champion would almost be pointless. I always beat him twice already.
Jason?
Your
thoughts on the Kevin Owens and Cesaro match?
Oh, well, you have two of the best wrestlers in the business going at it this Monday on Raw. This match could have been easily the main event, which it probably should have been. Damn good. I mean, these two in the ring, they work well together. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I liked it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked the match, but I'm just saying with Kevin Owens beating him twice, like 4 hours. I know it's my father's next week, but still, but twice in a row, it just seems like what would be the reasoning to have these two faces? Yeah, it would be a great match, yes, but what would be the reasoning behind why should Owens face Cesaro?
Yeah.
Ooh, see, I think Owens is kind of making a point that he wants to face Ryback in a little promo that he just did. I'll keep it to you maybe if I want to watch it, but it was nice. Yeah, so Owens and Cesaro, we can always say that they are going to have a great match. Their chemistry is fantastic. I think it's time. Eventually, we'll see these two guys move on. I'm not sure who Cesaro will end up going to feud with. I mean, he deserves a title feud, a world title feud, that is. So does Owens, but I think Owens' first spot will be IC title, especially against Ryback.
Nice.
I think Ryback and Owens would have some pretty decent.
Absolutely.
Next, we had the debut match of. What's his first name?
Ambrose and Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman taking on Dean Ambrose. And the match wasn't bad. They're really
a match, though.
Well, yeah, they're portraying Strowman to be some kind of strong beast, which I think is nice to see because he should be like that since he's part of the Wyatt family. I mean, he took out Ambrose, he took out Reigns. The match ended up being a disqualification. He ended up taking out Ambrose and Reigns again with that little choke out submission hold he does. Justin, your thoughts on the match, and what do you think of Strowman so far?
Well, I can't really say anything about it because I walked out of the room and walked back in, and it was all over with. But yeah, I mean, so far he looks like a strong guy, and might be dominant. Well, what I was thinking, maybe somewhere down the road, when Rowan comes back, I mean, does he go with Ambrose and Reigns if they drag it out that far? I mean, because I'm sure he's not going to be joining the Wyatt family anymore since they have 3 members. So I mean, does he maybe try to join the Wyatts and then get rejected and then join up with Ambrose and Reigns? Who knows? But
You saying that? I don't want that to happen. I hope not. I hope they
no, I
actually.
don't either. I mean, who knows?
No, I know. I mean, that you mentioned it. I don't want that to
Yeah.
happen. And I hope they don't do that. But are y'all getting tired of the Wyatt? Well, I'll start with Justin. Are you getting tired of the Wyatt family and Ambrose and Reigns feud?
Yes, because to me it seems like they're just dragging it out. I mean, the last couple matches have been not really matches, but disqualifications. I mean, not even a minute, I don't think. So I kind of am. I think it's time for them to move on from one another, and especially I wouldn't say it's time for Reigns and Ambrose to break up, but I mean they should be in more singles matches, I would say, than tag matches.
Yeah, or maybe have them go out to the tag titles or something.
Oh yeah, if they're gonna keep them together like that, yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, as far as the whole, I don't think Rowan would not be welcome back. I think they would bring him in as member of because he's trying to sell his family. So I think Rowan would be brought in as a 4th member of this group, and Bray is just surrounded by 3 giants. I don't think they would just say, okay, you're kicked out. I think they would get more like that. But yeah, I mean, it reminds this whatever his name is. He reminds me of when Kane first showed up, and when he would interrupt matches and stuff like that.
Right.
And he would just he would destroy everyone. No one could stop him. It kind of reminds me of that whole thing. And I'm sure Vince loves this because he finally has the next possibly great big man in wrestling because this guy's huge. I mean, nothing can stop him, it seems like. So, but it's going to be fun to see what they do because every big man they bring in, they make him so dominant. But then after a while, they make him look crappy as hell. Look at Kane, the biggest. Right there. Look at Kane when he first came in. He was a dominant big man. No one could stop him, it seemed like. And then he starts. It's years go by, he just starts losing every match he's in. It seems like.
Right.
So I mean, you just never know what the downfall of his character would be. I mean, Ali went from almost being a somewhat dominant character to being a big joke. Big Show as well, and Undertaker's the only one who was ever brought down to be a joke as a big man.
Kali's a joke in itself.
Absolutely.
I know when they first brought him in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think he was even the champion at one point.
Yeah,
Feuding with the Undertaker. Okay. Main event time, which was the Dudley Boyz, who haven't been on Raw in a match for over 10 years, which is crazy, taking on the new up-and-coming tag team, the New Day. In a good match, Dudley Boyz win. I think they're teasing a title match with the New Day and Primetime Players at Night of Champions. Your thoughts on the match, Dave?
Pretty good. The commentary of the Primetime Players is pretty entertaining as well. I mean, I hate commentary a lot just because it takes away from the match, but I thought it wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, it was funny stuff on the commentary, and then the match I thought was pretty good. And then I like how New Day did the whole. I'm loving this stuff with them, the whole save a table and stuff like that. Put a bubble wrap on, save the last table. And that would be some funny stuff. And I mean, the Dudleys are just. Maybe it was just me, but I was under the impression originally that this was a one-on-one match. I thought they said it was going to be Devon versus one of the New Day or something. And also it's a tag match, but that kind of threw me off. But, yeah, it was a good match. Commentary was interesting, and then, yeah, they kept teasing how we got our title shot. We do it before they do.
Yeah, Primetime Players were good on a commentary.
Go ahead.
I mean,
the match is good. hopefully neither champion. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully they. I mean, they could.
Do you think they turn heel? Not the W's or primetime players.
Maybe. Eventually, maybe.
Like they're overlooked and overshadowed by the W's coming in.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, get frustrated and turn. But they're also over as a face, so who knows? Justin?
Yeah, this Dudley Boyz and New Day feud has it can be great. Depending on how they go with it, it could be one of the better feuds going on right now, I think. You know, you have the veterans in the Dudley Boyz, and then you have the new up-and-comers, as you said, the New Day. The New Day is on fire right now. They can do no wrong. Then their wrestling moves, their commentary, their comedy they're doing right now, they're just doing something good. Then on the other hand, you have the Dudleys, who can do badass in a match. They can carry somebody. They can entertain themselves. So, you know, them two working together can put on a great match and a damn good feud. So,
Yeah, they definitely haven't lost a step in the ring.
no.
As a tag team. You know all about Bully Ray and TNA, how good he did there. But yeah, they weren't a tag team for a while in TNA, and they seem to doing very well.
Well, I know. I'm sure they still work together with they got the 3D Academy and all that. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, they're still,
Sure, the chemistry is still there,
yeah.
but it's different facing the tag team in their academy and then going up with 15,000 fans.
Oh, yeah.
So kudos to them.
I just meant with them working together.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they work together a lot.
Right.
Not on TV.
So I thought the match was decent enough, and probably going to see a title match at Night of Champions. All right. So that was the main event. At the end, we had Seth Rollins come out, pretty much demanding Sting to bring back his statue. We didn't get Sting until he ended up showing up, but we got John Cena first. We pretty much dogged Seth Rollins again, telling him that he's not the best, yada yada yada. Saying that basically, despite Stephanie McMahon presumably having Rollins back as one of the benefactors, she had no choice but to sanction the contract, at which point Sting reemerged at the end, which is meaning that Seth Rollins is going to be pulling a double duty that night. He's going to be facing John Cena for the U.S. title, and then he's going to face Sting for the world title. So kudos to Seth Rollins for doing that. My question is to you, Justin. We'll go with Justin first. Which title, if any, does he lose at Night of Champions?
I was going back and forth with that yesterday or the day before, thinking about it, and I don't know. I mean, I don't hope it doesn't happen, but he could lose both matches. I think if he beats Cena, he'll lose to Sting. But if he loses to Cena, I don't see him losing 2 matches though, even though he could. But I think if he loses to Cena, he'll beat Sting or in reverse.
Okay.
I mean, and then as far as the deal promo, I mean, to end the show, I thought it was pretty good. Stephanie McMahon did pretty good last night also. She was just talking him up, said you are as good as Triple H and you're the best right now and blah blah blah. And Cena came out and said the opposite, and she had no choice but to grant the match for Cena. But
Dave?
Yeah, the segment was good. It was interesting when Stephanie came out. And saying, don't talk about my husband and all that. So I was really wanting Triple H to be the one to come out, but I think all of us wanted to see Triple H last night.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it was interesting. And then the whole stupid Cena line. He does that to everyone, so I hate him. That's one of the reasons I hate him, too. I don't hate the person, I hate the character he plays. But, I mean, he did that with CM Punk as well, where he's like, "Oh, you're terrible. You're not the best champion in the world. You're terrible." You know what I mean? I hate when he does that stuff. He's like, oh, you're good in the ring, but you're horrible. I just get sick of our Roach character, and it's just like, oh, I actually honestly forgot Cena wasn't even on the show at all until he came out. Like, oh, wait, oh, there's Cena. Oh. I mean, one of those days I forgot. I was like, oh, you're going to see Cena tonight.
Right,
but would he lose? Who's going to, if Seth Rollins loses any title, I'll just be looking at it from live, I would say no. I think if he lost any title, it would probably be the U.S. title. But me as a fan, I would love to see Sting get a run as the world champion. Because it's well deserved. I think Sting could get a 1 month run as champion, and I think it would just add more to his wrestling legacy to finally come into WWE and become WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I would love to see that. And a lot of people who are complaining, oh, we're so sick of seeing all these old guys come back and take spots from younger guys. I mean, no one on the Raw roster right now that probably going to draw more people to a night of champion than Sting is. Or Cena. I mean, probably the two biggest stars in wrestling. I mean, yeah, legend like Sting and the guy who's been doing this for almost 20 years, John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no two bigger guys you can work with in one night.
Okay, all right. Speaking of Seth Rollins, in the recent PWI ratings, Seth Rollins is now the #1 wrestler. This is his first time. Oh no, he was last week as #1 as well. Top 5 actually is John Cena. After that, Okada, Jay Lethal, and Finn Balor. So pretty interesting.
So what do you think, Tony?
I think I hate to say it because I want the man to win, but I think he wins against Sting and then plays it up against Triple H to where Triple H finally gets tired of hearing it, and then they end up facing each other for the title. If Triple H is a company man, and I know he is, I think he would let Rollins beat him. Because to me, I think Rollins is actually, I think he's the future. I think he could be the next like Shawn Michaels type of guy to where, I mean, Seth Rollins can pretty much have a wrestling match with anybody in the WWE. His promos are kind of long, and sometimes maybe they are boring, but he can work on that, and eventually he'll get better at it. But I think that's him playing.
That's his intent too.
Yeah, I think that's him playing up to as a heel to just keep going and on and on and on, and that's what I think he does on purpose. Exactly. I think he'll lose the title. I actually think he'll win both matches. But if there was a title that he could lose, definitely be John Cena.
And that sucks because if Sting loses, then where does he go from here? It's just like,
that's another big question right there. I mean, why would you? So you had Sting lose to Triple H at WrestleMania with like a gang warfare, and then bring him back night championship to lose another match. I mean, it would almost basically be killing his run in the WWE. I think if you don't at least give him a title run.
All right. Well, maybe Sting gets him. Kane shows up in that match. Maybe Sting wins but doesn't win the title. So, something
I would
like that.
just like, even if he lost it like at Hell in a Cell again to Rollins, it would just be nice to see Sting get a short run as champion. I mean, because you brought him in. I mean, I don't think you just brought to get Sting in for the first time just to bring him in to bury him. I think you got to give him something.
I agree. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Sting win the title and hold it till the rematch at Hell in a Cell, and eventually probably lose the match. But it isn't the pay-per-view's in Texas. They want they've obviously they probably want the network subs to go up a little bit. They want it to be a sellout and all this stuff. So I mean, Sting adds to all that, but I do hope that. I mean, I hope he wins. I don't think he will, but I hope he wins. Gets that little title run, and then we go from there. But yeah, overall, to me, in a nutshell, Raw wasn't that good on Monday.
And it flew by quick too. It was real fast.
I didn't think it was that great. I just didn't.
No, I didn't either. But yeah.
Yeah, it went by fast. I agree with you, but I just none of the matches kind of like were really good to me, like to where I was like, wow, nothing really happened on Raw. I mean, yeah, Sting was on it, but it was just a promo and that was it. No Rollins match.
Orton and Sheamus weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of things missing to Raw last night. I don't think it was that good. Even though the women's match is only being less than 10 minutes all combined. Less than 5 minutes all combined. And then I didn't like how they played Sasha. There's a lot of things on Raw that I didn't care for. Yeah. So if I was to rate Raw from a 1 to 10, I'd give it a 5. Listen.
I'd say 6.
Dave?
Yeah, about a 5 is fair. I mean, well, plus, too, we're just coming off of a lot, like at least 3 or 4 weeks of good Raw leading SummerSlam, too. So we were due for, I think, a bad Raw. Not really bad, but it wasn't great either, you know? Right.
So maybe this coming Monday it'll be a little bit better. Rumors of Sting being on it again. So
you're going to have, I think Ohio State is playing Monday, so hopefully they have a good Raw.
I'm sorry?
I believe Ohio State's playing on a Monday, I thought someone said. So
they're usually when they're going up against football or something like that, they usually bring their A game. So
yeah, I'm expecting. So hopefully it'll get better next week, after next week, anyway.
Yeah, I'm expecting definitely to see something go on there. I don't know. Raw wasn't that great. I mean, it could have been maybe some of the shooting going on Monday that could have had a little bit to do with it. You know, maybe they had to niche some things that they were going to do, maybe with Triple H.
Yeah.
We never know.
It was weird that there was no Orton or Sheamus on Raw, though. I mean, like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if they both got a vacation or what.
Yeah, maybe. I know Orton recently got engaged, so maybe he had something to do there or something. But who knows? Maybe Sheamus had to fill some stuff for the movie. Unless they're done, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap up of Raw. We will continue doing these on Tuesday nights. We had a misfunction, so we apologize for that. But we'll be back next Tuesday. We'll be back again for the pay-per-view as well, as always. Any of you guys have any wrestling thoughts before we end the show? Dave?
Well, I mean, other than, we don't really, that's what I was going to say about everything that happened. I mean, everyone knows it's out there, shooting, the whole snooker thing, Bram, I mean, it's been a crazy few weeks this week for wrestling.
Right. Any wrestling thoughts before we end the show? Anything?
Well, one, I can't wait till September 18th when we go to NXT. I'm really excited for that. That should be pretty damn good.
Yes.
But I mean, other than that, just everybody keep watching Raw, see what goes down. Hopefully, it gets better.
Yeah, I mean, the whole shooting thing is kind of crazy. I don't know why we would do that. I mean, if you're obsessed with certain wrestling, wrestlers, I don't know why you would do something crazy like that. With the whole Bram situation, I mean, he portrays a crazy guy on TV. I guess he really is on real life. He is married to Charlotte, but they're currently going through a divorce, which is kind of crazy. Like a couple of months ago, I saw her and him on Instagram. She took a picture with him on Instagram. So it's crazy how things can fly downhill. So obviously, he does have some issues he needs to take care of.
Yeah, that's crazy. His whole story was like, wow. So he locked the girl in the basement. So I was like, wow. And then the shooting was nuts. The only thing I was told about the shooting, what I could gather anyway, is that it was someone who was either working there or trying to work there, but then got sent away. And they requested had a restraining order against them, and then he stuck back on, and then.
And then you have the whole Jimmy Snuka thing, which I heard rumors about him murdering that woman a couple of years ago, and
Like 85 or 83.
yeah, now they're charging him with it.
That's crazy. There, 30 years ago.
And this guy has stomach cancer. He's already in his mid-70s. I mean, why even bother? I mean, I get it while they're doing it. I mean, if I was in the same situation as that family, I'd probably want justice as well. But the man's...
you can look at it technology-wise and everything we're advanced from since...
Yeah, but apparently, the family was really on the police to text Snuka to get him, and they're pretty much out to get him. And I mean, he may have killed her. I mean, I'm sure. He's not guilty. Wait, what is it? He's not guilty. Is he guilty until he's proven innocent? Is it?
Yeah, guilty until proven innocent.
So I guess you got to go with that. But I mean, I don't feel bad for the man. I mean, if he killed her, he killed her. I mean, he's in his mid-70s. He has stomach cancer.
Only he knows. I mean.
Yeah, so there's so much he can do, and I guess we'll get more info on that. Last night, I was kind of bored. So I tried to watch some TNA, which I hadn't watched about probably 2 months, and I can see why I stopped watching it. I'm still a big fan of Ethan Carter III, and I do hope if TNA ever does, go under or whatever have you, he has a spot open for him in ROH or NXT, WWE, wherever have you, or I can still see him on TV would be nice. But there's a whole invasion with the Global Force and TNA right now, and to me it makes absolutely zero sense. First off, you have TNA guys who, first off, are not even backing up TNA. You don't even know if they're for TNA or against TNA. Some of the guys on the Global Force roster I have never seen or heard of in my life, other than Masters, Justin Gabriel, who's going by PJ something. I can't remember his name.
PJ Black.
Yeah, and then you got Brian Myers, who was formerly known as Hawkins, and then and then you got Sanjay Dutt, of course. Some former TNAs, mostly guys that are on independent shows. Or
there's even 2 UFC fighters signed to Global Force as well. I think Chael Sonnen's one of them.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if he does commentary for them or if he does interviews for them, but I heard about that. And I'm not hating on Global Force. It's me more hating on TNA because it's making their company look bad when you don't even have roster guys wanting to back you up. And then just the wrestling wasn't very good, and storylines, and then
crazy how they're still open. I mean,
well, apparently they're going to be canceled here at the end of the month. I don't know how they're. I guess to me they could probably live off the name, and because apparently Global Force is going to get a TV deal somewhere down the line. Maybe they could somehow have them along with the show. But they're losing their big hitters. There's no James Storm.
Yep.
I don't know if Magnus is going to end up being involved in this whole thing. Now that Bram is in trouble, I mean, these shows that they have done are taped. They already taped them in advance. And last time I checked, he's involved in this invasion. He's with TNA. So what the hell are they going to do when he's suspended? So it's just
block him out or something?
It's weird. That's the thing. That's the stuff you go up against when you do these tapings so far in advance.
Yeah, so anything can happen.
Yeah, so it's just weird how they're gonna do things. And
well, I did hear today on something WrestleZone or something that Global Force is supposed. There's rumors that they have signed a TV.
Well, that's good for them. I mean, they use.
Yeah, I mean, so, but they only, it's not like wrestling like the WWE is completely gone for wrestling today. If it's outside of the WWE, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a lot of independent wrestlers who will agree to work so many dates for them, and that's it. It's not going to be like it was in WCW, WWF days, where you had the certain amount of guys who were only signed to work for these guys. It's at the point nowadays where you're going to see guys in TNA, and Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground, because they're only agreed to sign so many dates. So you're going to see more guys like at indie circuits get more shots, actually. It's good, but I mean, it's a lot different. I mean, there's never been so much wrestling than there is right now in Con.
Right, and then it's just, to me, a lot of these independent wrestlers have started going to NXT. Because, NXT just signed, I think, Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Those two guys are awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're in the Tag Team Invitational. So
they're gonna fight next week.
They're facing Tyler Breeze and Bull Dempsey.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
I mean, right there. I mean, they're already standing. They just signed Apollo, right? And then it's just they're just taking them each by each.
I mean, NXT is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually, I think it could even turn into a 2-hour show. You get so big.
I mean, it's a good 1 hour. I like it as a 1 hour show. I would prefer to stay at as a 1 hour show, but I mean, eventually, you never know. They may have to go 2 hours. Maybe eventually we see a live show every now and then. That'd be cool.
They have so much talent, it's crazy. I mean,
right, and I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting so many people, and all these young people. They just signed. I'm not sure if she just signed with an agent or what, but Sarita, she used to be in TNA. I don't know if you guys remember her, but I mean, she's good. I think she might just be an agent or one of the trainers.
Yeah, they said she's going to be an agent. She's going to be a trainer.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean, that's going to be... I mean, just all these indie guys that you never thought you'd see in the WWE, like Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens. Never thought these guys would ever be in the WWE, period. They're both two big indie stars who were in the WWE. Samoa Joe, really, you never thought would come into the WWE as Samoa Joe if he ever did.
Yeah, and the funny thing with Ciampa is I think he was on TNA like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Really?
In a match, yeah. But I think because he used to be on ROH, right?
Yeah, I think they fired him or released him or something.
Yeah, so that's crazy how he was on TNA a couple of weeks ago, and then there he is on NXT with John.
I wouldn't mind seeing Hernandez in NXT.
Yeah, Hernandez.
Different dates.
Hernandez is nice. I mean, there's a lot of guys that we can name that we wish or would go to NXT. I mean, there's AJ Styles. There's there's a bunch of guys out there that hopefully and will go to NXT eventually. And I mean, I would be surprised. A lot of these guys go to NXT because they get the what I'm looking for.
Experience.
That, and then they get the what's the word I'm looking for? The people see them. The
notoriety.
Yes, where more people see them. I mean, yes, it's on a WWE network, but still, it's more people. Yeah. And the people that don't know who they are will eventually know who they are. And then, it's only the sky's the limit once you hit NXT. So, I don't know. It's
they're not being held back there. I mean, anyone can get a shot there. And NXT really is becoming almost an alternative to the people hate watching what's going on in WWE right now. They don't like how everyone's doing it. NXT is the complete opposite. They're giving you everything you want. You're getting wrestling, everything. You're not getting no false finishes there. Great matches.
And I'm just hoping that I don't want to wish death upon anybody. But I mean, I wish Vince McMahon would just fucking retire.
Give it Triple H.
Would retire. And it's crazy. I watched before we end this, I don't want to go too long. I was watching the network the other day and just put it on, and they had the CM Punk DVD on, and it was funny because they showed the pipe bomb. It was right when he was doing the pipe bomb, and he mentions that the company will never change because when Vince McMahon dies, he'll be giving it to his
idiotic son-in-law.
Yeah, and daughter Stephanie, which I think is crazy how he thought that. I don't know if he was just making it up or if he actually really thought that, because it's crazy how since then how people want Triple H to run the WWE and want him to do everything. But it's crazy.
I mean, look what Triple H is doing for NXT right now. I mean, I think it all started with that WrestleMania house show, really big time. We'll start with the network thing, but when that WrestleMania house show they did, which I never got aired over here, but they sold out. People loved it. It just blew up. But I think that's when Triple H, all of that invented all the music, got something in.
Right.
And people wanted it. In the indie scene, you start being allowed to bring in these indie stars. I mean, everyone heard rumors. It was first of all with Owens and Balor and Tommy when he signed those three. Internet just exploded, something like that. And then it started rumors of Samoa Joe possibly meeting, then they shut it down, and then he popped up at the end, and then it was just wow, it's anything can really happen in NXT or in the WWE, if you want to call it that. But I mean, NXT is just the best thing that the WWE has right now.
Now, would y'all put Sami Zayn back in NXT when he comes back, or keep him on Raw? Because, I mean, there's nothing I don't think for him right now when he does come back.
Yeah, he's NXT, I believe.
I mean, it would be very cool to see him show up on Raw, maybe attack Owens out of nowhere. That'd be pretty cool. But I think he'll eventually go back to NXT. I think his rehab or his getting back into the ring will be NXT. I would love to. Eventually, he will be
on Raw, but yeah.
In Raw. Same with the Tommy.
That would be a cool Rumble entrance. His name was one of the participants.
Oh, right. Yeah, the crowd will go insane.
Yeah, that would be good.
Well, but yeah, that's we'll wrap it up here. A little Raw and some wrestling thoughts from us. Probably do the same thing next week. Same time, 9 Eastern. We'll get on here and shoot the shit. And then depending on how awesome NXT is, maybe we'll do a review on it just to see how a live experience is at an NXT event. You're more than welcome to join us, Dave, on that. But definitely we'll be periscoping that if we get a good connection in there. And
I'm sure we will.
Looking forward to it, and definitely looking forward to next week with another Raw review. So from there, we'll end it there. Thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.